Okay, so this is the linear functions. Some of you are having a tough time doing this. Guys, find the slope and the y-intercept first. So I look at this. Okay, we talked about horizontal lines. Anytime it's a horizontal line, its slope is 0. And it's y equals a number. This one, it's a vertical line. We talked about it being an undefined slope. And it's x equals a number. This one. So the y-intercept right here is the point 0, 1. So that means when you have your equation, something x plus 1. So then I need to find my slope. So here I have this and this. It's a positive slope. I go up 2, I go over 3, so 2/3. This one, I go through the point 0, 2. So that means y equals something x plus 2. Then it goes through here. It's going negative, so this is going to be a negative slope. Goes down 1. It goes over 4, so negative 1/4. This one, it goes through the point 0, negative 2. So that means y equals something x minus 2. So then I plot this point. I go down, I go over. This is a negative slope, so it is negative. It goes down 1, it goes over 4. Negative 1/4. So if you look at these two are the exact same lines, except for one goes through 2, the other one goes through negative 2. This one, it goes through the point 0, 0. That means it's going to be y equals something x, but nothing added on to the end. It's going in the negative direction, so it's a negative slope. Goes down 1, over 1. 1 over 1 is 1. We don't actually write it that way. We just write it as this. Right here. Again, I'm going through the point 0, 0. So that means it's going to be y equals something x, nothing added on. So then I have that point right there. It goes up 2 and over 3. So I get 2/3. This one, again, is going through the point 0, 0. Y equals something x. It is going in the positive direction. Goes up 1, over 1. So 1 over 1, which we don't write, it would just be y equals x. This one goes through the point 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 4. And then we have this point. It is going in a positive direction. So I go up 1, I go over 3. So 1/3 x plus 4. This one is going through the point 0, 2. It is going through this point right here. It's going up 1, over 3. So y equals 1/3 x plus 2. It's going through the point 0, negative 1. It's going through this point right here. It is a positive slope. It goes up 1. It goes over 1, 2, 3. So y equals 1/3 x minus 1. Goes to the point 0, 2. The slope, seriously, the slope on this is going to be negative. So it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes over 1. So the slope on this is negative 4. So y equals negative 4x plus 2. Then this one goes through the point 0, 1. Goes through this point right here. It is a positive slope. It's going to be positive. Goes up 1, 2, 3 over 2. So 3 over 2. So y equals 3 over 2x plus 1. This one goes through the point 0, 4. Goes through this point right here. It is going in a negative direction. Goes down 1, 2, 3. It goes over 1, so negative 3. So y equals negative 3x plus 4. Last but certainly not least, it's the point 0, negative 3. It's a negative slope, and that would be 1. So y equals negative x minus 3. Now, for the tables, this one, here is my y-intercept. So when I'm writing this, oops, and it's minus 2. So I come here, that is going down 1, this is going up 4. So my slope here is negative 1/4, so I write negative 1/4. This one right here, it is going up by 2, it's going up by 3. So my slope on this is 2/3. My y-intercept is the point 0, 0, so 2/3 x. This next one, it went up by 1. This one went up by 3. So my slope on this is going to be 1/3. Y-intercept is right here. So my equation is 1/3 x plus 2. All of the y values are exactly the same. Y equals negative 2. This one, it went down by 2, and this went up by 2. So my slope on this one is going to be negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. Now this one doesn't have a 0. The 0 would have been right here. So from here to here, it went up by 1. Okay, so this side needs to go down by 1. So that would be 0. So this is the point 0, 0. So y equals negative x. This one. Right here it went up by 3. Right here it went up by 3. So my slope is 3 over 3, which is 1. Okay, if I want 0, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. If I wanted 0, and it's going up by 1, so that means from here to here it went up by 1. From here to here it went up by 1. Ooh, I did not mean to put that right there. I shouldn't have put that. So if I have 1 and I go back, that would be at 0. So my slope, or my y-intercept, is 0, 0. Here, I went down by 3. Right here, it's exactly the same. It didn't go anywhere. All the x's are exactly the same. So my equation is x equals negative 3. This one, I go down by 1. This one, I go up by 4. My y-intercept is right here. So y equals negative 1/4 x plus 2. This one, I went down by 4. And this one, I went up by 1. This is my y-intercept. So y equals negative 4x plus 2. This one goes down by 1. This one up by 1. This is my y-intercept. So y equals negative x minus 3, because the slope on this would have been negative 1 over 1, which is negative 1. Okay. Here, I went up by 2. Here, I went up by 3. So my slope on this is 2/3. My y-intercept is 1. Y equals 2/3 x plus 1. Here, I went up by 1. Here, I went up by 3. My y-intercept is 4. My slope is 1/3. Y equals 1/3 x plus 4. On this one, I went down by 3. Up here, I went up by 1, so my slope is negative 3. My y-intercept is 4. Y equals negative 3x plus 4. This one went up by 3. This one I went up by 2. So my slope on this one is 3 over 2. Okay, so I need 0. Oops, I didn't mean to put a 0 there. I meant 0 here. So if I put a 0 there, that means I've gone up by 2 here. So if I went up by 2, that means I have to go up by 3 here. So that would get me 1. So y equals 3 over 2x plus 1. Because if you look at this, it goes up by 3 again. Last but not least, went up by 1, went up by 3. This is my y-intercept. My slope is 1/3. So I get y equals 1/3 x minus, oops, wrong number, minus 1.